Laissez le bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll.
It's gonna light you on fire there. Oh yeah, that's it.
NOLA, baby. No flinching.
In my soul and my heart, I don't see no color, and I do believe that we shall overcome.
Part of the culture of New Orleans. Why I'm totally enchanted with it is the black culture here. They're jazz funerals and the second line parades, and these are called Mardi Gras Indians.
You get your ass kicked in New Orleans, you got a rebel flag on you. On your shirt, tattoo, hat, on your car. You got a sticker on your car, they will bust your car up.
Really?
They see a rebel flag. They don't go for that shit here. This is Chocolate City, man. Come on.
Historically, somebody wrote this paper that they had the opinion that there were a lot of gay men in New Orleans in the old days because there were so many unmarried men, but the truth is they couldn't marry these women, and there were a lot of men of high society that lived with these beautiful Creole women.
Well, I think the wetland situation here is dire. You know, hurricane after hurricane, and then our own coastal erosion problems, and then the damming of the river in some very important parts have caused us to have a diminishing coastline. And you know, it doesn't seem to bother anybody in other parts of the country, but you know, when you're living in Arkansas and you have beachfront property, I want you to think about that, because it's your grandchildren who will ultimately pay for all of this.
As I understand, the Cajuns are descendants from the Acadianas from Canada, and the Creoles are kind of a mixture of the black and Spanish and this and that. They're more in southeastern Louisiana. Cajuns are more in southwestern Louisiana.
And he did it to help feed the union workers at a cheap price. And that's where poor boy came from. It's actually not poor boy, it's poor boy. So they were very inexpensive to make. There was lots of French bread. The original poor boy was on the French bread with French fries and roast beef gravy, because a lot of people couldn't afford to eat roast beef back in those days. So they would put the roast beef gravy on the French fries on the poor boy, and it would kind of taste like a roast beef sandwich, but they could get it for, I think it was a nickel back in the day.
Where else can you be walking down the street and hear somebody practicing a tuba on their porch? You walk a little further, you're going to hear a brass band practicing, or maybe a metal band. You keep walking, you hear the riverboat playing, the calliope. You know, you can hear it, you know, bright as day.
Being from New Orleans influenced me. You know, why am I such a music junkie? Because you're driving down the street and you're in a traffic jam, but does anybody care? No, we pull over and jump out because it's a second line parade.
We shall walk hand in hand. Come on.
I came here by accident, in a way. I came here for adventure, and I had an intention to stay for a short while, just to experience these exotic and foreign lands. And I kind of fall in love with the place.
I mean, New Orleans is being rebuilt by the people who want to live here. It has nothing at this point to do with the government.
I had a coup de foudre, as they say. I was taken by a bolt of affection, a bolt of love for the city right away.
When Katrina hit and it took out 3 generations of my family, everybody lost everything. And they all got displaced, New Mexico, Atlanta, New Jersey. And I kept saying, who's gonna rebuild, y'all? And when I realized it was me and my friends and my generation, I call us rooftop rebels, the ones, you know, just decided to stay, and we love this city enough to build it back up and make it rise.
I am, for good or bad, this is where I live. It's my home, and I won't ever leave. And And I've traveled a lot and I've worked all over the world, but I like it here. It's a great place, and it's the most interesting city in this country by a mile.
When I ran in the street, and the people on the city council and everybody told me they were